Hi, welcome back. This is Jannette Sanchez, certified archetype consultant. Today, we're going to be talking about the 4 survival archetypes. Now, we know that the 4 survival archetypes are the child, the saboteur, the prostitute, and the victim. Okay, we all share those 4. Now, what do these archetypes represent? Well, they essentially symbolize the major life challenges that we experience and how we choose to survive in the physical world. When we start understanding these 4 survival archetypes, their destiny, what they're trying to move us into, is actually into the stepping into our own powers. And they also represent our spiritual strengths. And they become the guardians of our integrity, refusing to negotiate away our spiritual power in exchange for or in the name of survival. Now, let me give you a tangible example of how these 4 survival archetypes operate in the physical world, okay? Unemployment is a reality for a lot of people in the United States at this moment. Now, there are 2 different ways, there's more than 2, but let's just say for now that there are 2 different ways of looking at this situation. The 4 archetypes, the first reaction they're going to have is your child is going to go, wow, who's going to take care of me? You know, I'm not responsible for this mess. I didn't make this happen. I was doing my job. I was going about my business. And now how am I going to survive? That's your child. Then we're going to have the victim going, why did it have to be me? How come so-and-so didn't get laid off? Why is it my industry and not so-and-so's industry? Why did my company have to get shut down? Why are my jobs going overseas? Why? It's just always me. That's the victim. Then you have the saboteur, essentially saying, well, that's what you get. You see what I'm saying? All this time that I've dedicated to this company, all this training that I took to get prepared for this industry, and now what? What's my payoff? I'm getting nothing out of it. Now I'm out of a job. My company has moved, and what am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to train again for what? What's the point? There's no jobs out there. There's nothing I can do. That's the saboteur. And then we have the prostitute who can say, well, I don't care how you make it happen, but we got to find a way to make some money. So let's start thinking quick. What can we do to make some money? Because I don't care what it takes. We need to get our bills paid. Those are your 4 survival archetypes in a nutshell. Now, that's one way of handling this situation. The other way to handle this situation, which I think is very much more exciting and more empowering, is to actually engage the powers of each of those survival archetypes. Let's look at the child from its light perspective. You put that little lens on and your child says, ooh, we've got an opportunity here to do something new. You know, I've always had an interest in something creative. You know, I like making those treasure boxes, but I haven't had time to do it because I've been working 10, 12-hour days. So maybe now I can just explore that and just have a little fun in the meantime, you know, until I get an idea of what else I could do to make some money. But let me just do something fun. Let me just explore something new. And your child has that innocence. It's that guardian of innocence that will just come in and say, let's be open. There might be something else out there for me. And also, it's also having like this underlying belief that, you know, you will be taken care of in some way, shape, or form. Not from a place of you have no responsibility, but from a place of, you know, we're all connected somehow, some way. If I stay in tune with, you know, just my path, something will come along. Okay? That's the child using the power of in its light aspect. Then let's talk about the victim. The victim, instead of being, you know, oh God, what me? Why? The victim will actually be victorious and say, you know what? I've had other jobs. I've had other opportunities. I've reinvented myself in the past. And even if I haven't, why can't I do it now? I have other skills that are transferable to other positions. So what if I'm not going to be able to do X, Y, and Z anymore? maybe I can use my organizational skills, my presentation skills, my engineering skills towards a different goal. Maybe I can use that for something else. And you know what? I can overcome. This is going to pass and other opportunities will open up. That's you being victorious. That's you saying, I'm going to take some responsibility here, and I'm just going to say, I'm going to open myself up to the possibility that there's something else out there. Then we have the saboteur. Now, the saboteur, if you recall, was saying things like, well, why even apply? There's no jobs out there. Saboteur is your guardian of choice. And so it's what it's asking you to do is to engage that power of choice and say, you know what, I'm going to choose to see this as an opportunity for me to pursue something maybe that I've always wanted to, and I never had either the guts or the time or the energy for. And now I do have a choice. I can use that and say, you know what, I'm going to move into something different, and I'm going to take a chance, and I'm going to take a certificate course and see where that goes. The prostitute, instead of saying, well, whatever it takes, you got to get some money, your prostitute is going to say, you know what, I have enough self-worth and self-esteem, and I believe in my abilities enough to know that I can attract and I can find and I can create an opportunity for myself. So you see that there's a completely different way of perceiving and of dealing and engaging the situation, whether you're looking at it from a disempowering place or you're looking at it from an empowering place. Okay? And when you come from the empowered place, the beauty of it is that, let's say you're going with the child and say, I'm just going to play. I'm just going to play right now and just follow my bliss. I'm going to take, a photography class that I've always wanted to take. And you never know, you might sign up for that community photography class, and there you might meet someone who has a job opening in something that, that completely meets your qualifications. So you don't know. When you start following your bliss, all you know is you're going in the direction that your soul is calling you to. But you don't know exactly where that's going to lead to. And it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it will lead you to your destiny. And your destiny is actually looking for you just as much as you're looking for it. So this is a very good example of how these 4 survival archetypes can come in to supposedly save the day and actually make you just feel completely disempowered and completely unable to move forward. Or it's a way of you harnessing the power inherent in each of those archetypes and actually using that as fuel to propel you to something else, some other opportunity, some other thing that has been probably dormant in your life. And now this is the moment to reinvent yourself. This is the moment to harness all that power and see what happens, and just trust that somehow, some way, the whole universe is conspiring with you to help you get through it. And of course, we've just skimmed the top of these 4 survival archetypes. To get a more in-depth understanding of them, to really go back into your life and look at the specific examples of how these archetypes have been growing and evolving within you and with you throughout your life, that's what an archetype consultation is for. Okay? So anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this discussion. I look forward to working with you very soon, and thank you so much. Check me out on www.archetypalu.com. Otherwise, give me a call. My number is on the website. Thank you so much. I look forward to working with you, and be empowered, live empowered, know thyself, and step into your power. Have a wonderful one. Bye-bye.